that he's going to come back again? It's a simple answer. Because he came once already. Hallelujah. And because he came once already, and I was able to experience the evidence of his first coming, which was an overwhelming evidence. More than 515 people saw that he rose from the dead, that he did everything he said and then some. Well, that was a miracle. Therefore, every one of you and those listening to the radio and watching on TV are a miracle. But sometimes I want to see miracles. And I see two here tonight. But before I say that, let me continue on Brother Sidney. We have a new documentary called Angola, Don't Waste Your Life. And we just showed it at Moody Bible Institute, where we had more than 1,500 young African Americans and Hispanics. My son Manny Jr. came from Miami, drove 25 hours with 8 other young Hispanics, stayed in our home. All those young people, hallelujah. Thank God for my wife Barbara, you know. And we took part in what is called the Legacy Conference. Barbara was only able to go on Saturday. And she said to me, Manny, this is so encouraging. Because these young African Americans were teaching nothing but what I've been teaching you for 7 years. Consistent biblical doctrines, which we call the doctrines of grace. And Barbara says to me, Manny, the last time I was in a gathering like this was in prison. And here we were seeing a rebirth of biblical truth beginning to spark a fire in the urban communities. But this Don't Waste Your Life documentary is a 90-minute documentary. It should be ready in about a month, but we showed it at Moody Bible so they can critique it for us. And Sidney did a great job. He's featured in that documentary. Brother Ryan Hicks is featured in that documentary. And we're going to produce that to be sent all over the country to every prison that we can get in and every jail that we can get in, to be able to reach the young people with truth through the package of hip-hop. And you guys have a tremendous part because the concert was videotaped in that documentary. So many of you are in that documentary, including Charles Gray too. So, I mean, this is going to reach a brand new set of people that we have not been reaching. Because these young people don't come to church. They are the gangbangers, you know. So I want to thank Charles for being here, Sidney for being here. But when I walked in here today, I didn't notice him at first. But then I asked Mayor Butler, I said, Brother Kennedy supposed to be in that yard. Last time I was in Angola, he was in the yard outside there. I said, where's Brother Kennedy? He said, I don't know. And I said, man, I wish that he could be in church with me tonight. And when I look around, he was right here. Hallelujah, he was on death row. Hallelujah. Get up, get up, get up. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. This is a miracle right here. Huh? And Brother Charles Gray ministered to him in death row. Sidney and Brother Brad and many of you who have been going to death row. So I am thankful. And next time I see him in the street. Hallelujah. You know, this is a week that I began to speak in Camp C about God's love. And this is what I'm doing this whole week. It's about God's love and God's mercy And tomorrow I'm going to be speaking on Micah 6. But tonight we're going to continue on the parable of the prodigal son, which I was not able to finish last night. But we have another miracle in the house. And let me show you this first, because you see, miracles cannot sustain your faith. Many of us just want to see a miracle. But that's not what we want, isn't it? We want the one that can make every miracle happen. His name is Yahweh. And there's a vehicle. Only one way. One truth, one life. There's only one way to get to the miracle giver. And let me show you the way that God the Father used to demonstrate that He really loves us. Because you know, I want to make sure tonight that you guys know this, that God is love. And I praying tonight that you will feel the love of God, that you will experience His love. And the biggest demonstration of God's love is found right here at the cross. Really, really. I mean, when you look at the cross, you must see the supremacy of Christ. You must see the fullness of God's love is right here. And I'm so thankful that when God gave this idea to me on a dream, the next day I was to meet Wildenboro Kane in Chicago. And we were going to take him to Moody Publishers to get his first book published. And Warden Kathy Fontenot was with him, so I met him. And we were walking to Moody, and I said, Warden Kane, last night I had this dream. I don't have too many of this, but I had this dream last night about a portable cross. So I described it for him. And I said, do you think that somebody in Angola, I was to come here 2 weeks from that day. I said, do you think that somebody in Angola could build me a cross like that, a portable cross? Because I go to speak in so many churches, and I look around and I see beautiful building, beautiful stage, everybody looking good, great sound systems, everything luxurious, but I don't see a cross. And it seems to me like we're losing our identity. We're losing our direction. We don't know how to define reality anymore. We don't know how to define history anymore. I said, do you think that somebody in Angola could build me something like this? So I described it and said, no problem. And I came here 2 weeks after, and I had my first portable cross made out of pine. And I went to meet the man that made it for me, who had never met me before. I had never met him before. And not only did he build me that one, but then he built me 2 more. He built me this one, and he built me another one that goes with me everywhere I go, with the name Angola Prison in it, which I use it to promote Angola. Everywhere I go, I'm always promoting you guys. I have my Cuban buckle over here. This gives me a lot of witness everywhere I go, especially at the airport. I have to go to security, you know. So I'm always talking about my Cuban brother Miguel Rosales and Rafael, of course, Diego. His painting, you guys have blessed me. And then we've been praying for this man. His name is Donald Wright. You know him. And my wife and I have had the privilege, and my boys, to really get to know him as our friend. See, God is concerned for you as an individual. Every one of you matters to God